Marathon, not a sprint. Lots of ups.
Oh, let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've
never heard
you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never heard
It's
that
not a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get away.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
ah.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
A reminder that you can still purchase tickets for any upcoming Hawks games at the ticket booth or on our website. Atlanta Hawks, come to play.
Greetings, everyone, from Atlanta. The Hawks playing host to an Eastern Conference game here on their home floor. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Yeah, 4th and final matchup on the season, guys. And coming into this one, having won 2 of the first 3, there's the confidence there. The question is whether or not they can pull off the win tonight.
It's a crucial game for both franchises. No one wants to lose this one tonight, which will make it all the more exciting for the fans.
As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries, you can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys. I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now, and down low it's Markkanen and Carter. Taylor is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's the great one in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Stephen, drops it in from 14 feet away.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
No good from the great one. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Kiba, guarded by LaVine. And the shot is good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Here's the great one. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Swiped it away. Kiba, guarded by LaVine. It's stolen by Taylor. Now here's Taylor, the fast break opportunity. Kick out to LaVine. Pass to the great one. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Jordan. The Hawks working the ball around, and the dunk by Jordan.
Put it up anywhere. DeAndre Jordan can go get it.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's the great one. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Clock at 4. Here's the floater, and he comes up with the deuce. The great one's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Now you look at the great one, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Bradley Beal, several spots down. Another guy who can get a lot of points.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams.
Free throw good, Levine. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
The pass to Prince from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Here's the great one. Got a piece of it.
Taurean Prince saying, "Not on my watch." Spectacular D.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Kiba, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head coach. He said defensively they have to slow down the pace. He said there's too much speed on the other side and they can't get into a run-and-gun game. We'll see who wins out in that style of play battle, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Now here's Prince. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Bean passes to the great one. Hits the front of the rim and out. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Kiba. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 6 points for him.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
The great one passes to Carter. Here's the great one. 6 points for him. Outside, Taylor tries a 3, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Pelicans. Carter pulls it in. Here's the great one. Out to the right wing. Another shot. It's deflected.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Parker's checked in for Chicago. Murray comes in for Taylor. Prince against Parker. It's Prince on the wing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Prince with the ball. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
The great one. Second chance effort. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Atlanta leading by 7. The Hawks working the ball around. Ellis, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And the biggest problem for them in that game, even as they got into foul trouble, they could just never pull back.
It's great to be aggressive, but when you're reckless, you'll suffer for it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pirtle, he is checked in for Carter. Ross comes in for the great one. And it's Riley in for LaVine. Here is Riley. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the Bulls with another miss.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:15 left in the first. Ross kicks to Murray. Pirtle with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out, it's tipped. Here's Beal in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
Here is Ross after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Ross dishes to Pirtle. Back to Ross. They could use a bucket, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ross has got his first basket of the night.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Ellis surveying the D. Beal against Murray. Kicks it out to Prince. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Up top, Ross. Here's Pirtle, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Intimidating presence on defense. DeAndre Jordan has all the tools in his toolbox.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. All-Star Weekend is quite an event. And AI talks about how his first All-Star trip went.
You know, you see it on TV and all the festivities going on the whole weekend, but I never realized how big the whole ordeal was. I tried to take as much video and go to as many events as I could, but I feel like there's just so much more to do, you know. I guess I'll have to go back.
And Greg, you and I both know that All-Star Weekend is a ton of fun for all involved.
Yeah, the NBA has done just a great job of making it a festival of basketball. Easy to see why AI is ready to make a return after his initial trip to this event.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
Taurean Prince is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Baldwin in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Parker's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. Well, Smitty, you played here in Atlanta for so many years. What are some of your favorite spots or things to do in Atlanta?
Well, I love to eat, and two of my favorite places are Busy Bee Cafe. Just love that, and Umi. Then what I love to do is try to get a little exercise. I love to walk Chastain Park. The fans here, the city of Atlanta, I just love it so much we've made it home.
Here's Prince. Jabari Parker making his last shot, and the shot is good. And that's now 7 points for Taurean Prince.
Really impressive. Prince has put in the work to diversify his offense. More comfortable now from mid-range.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Baldwin. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Jordan kicks to Ellis. Passes it to Baldwin. The Hawks working the ball around. There's Beal with the three. Drills the three-pointer. Beal's got 7 points in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Pass to Riley. To the paint, puts it up. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Parker against Prince. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Doing a great job of making himself big in the paint. Taurean Prince makes a tough shot over the contested hand.
Murray kicks to Parker. Pass to Ross. Here is Riley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On the clock. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. No good from Ross. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Hawks. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. To the middle. And that one's good. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here is Riley. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. And it's Prince penetrating. He gets that one. Ellis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now here's Murray. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Out to Parker, and the pass to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Steve, you played with 6 different NBA teams. What's the best way to earn the respect of new teammates, for instance, in the case of you with the 6 different teams you played on?
I think, Kevin, being yourself in all situations. You come in and you do what we used to call the obvious. You play extremely hard. You're a good teammate, and obviously being on time, and you don't be one of those players that deviates from the system. Come in and follow the game plan, and don't try to go outside the game plan, and just be reliable and be disciplined.
Good perspective. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And he nails the third. And Smitty, you had perhaps some of your best seasons while a member of the Atlanta Hawks. What was it like being the face of this franchise during that time?
You know, I was proud to have led this team to so many playoff trips. It was fantastic being an Atlanta Hawk. It was also fun representing this team in the All-Star game. I played with some of the best in the business. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo, All-Star and Mookie Blaylock, and I played for a legendary Hall of Fame coach, Lenny Wilkins.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Hawks. Levine inside the three-point line, off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
DiVincenzo, guarded by Levine. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Trying to get open is Carter. The second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
I'll tell you, there's no quitting him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Atlanta leading by 15. It's Beal on the wing. Kicks to Jordan. Back to Beal. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Beal's got 9.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
Now here's Markkanen. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Markkanen. It's good from long range.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
Outside, Beal. DiVincenzo. He's covered by Murray. Deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, Murray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you see the pass. Levine improving as a playmaker, learning how to succeed at this level.
DiVincenzo, guarded by Levine.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Passes it to Hutchison. In the corner, Murray with it. Kicks it out to Markkanen, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Bulls making a switch here. Taylor's checked in. The Hawks leading by 14. Kiba. He's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to Jordan. Out left to the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bulls trail by 14. Outside, Levine. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Levine. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Taylor kicks to Levine. Down low, here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
That's nice patience by Zach Levine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Here's Tice. He's guarded by Markkanen. Count it. And the Hawks lead by 14.
In a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
And it's Carter missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Kiba, guarded by Levine. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo. The second effort, and it's good on the way in. He's got 6.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Bulls trail by 16. And so it's Atlanta taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
His rim protection in the first half, that allows his teammates to extend out defensively because they know he's lurking in the background.
So for Chicago right now, and down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Levine is out there with Taylor, and it's the great one in at the small forward position. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. 19-point game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Pelicans was definitely a factor. He had 11 points and did his work from both lines, hitting from beyond the arc and from the foul line. That game was just the latest example of how hot he's been. We'll see if anyone can cool him down tonight, Kevin.
Nice work, D.A. Thank you. It was a very focused, intense performance we saw from him last time out.
And there was no letdown at any point in that game. That focus you talked about never went away.
He'll bring that same focus. If there's one thing we can be sure about, is that he is mentally prepared each and every night.
The Bulls have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Second free throw, no good. Atlanta leading by 20. Here's Kiba, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach Levine. For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Bulls trail by 21. Outside, Taylor. Pass to the great one. Shoots from 14. Prince with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Chicago foul call.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's Tice in the corner. 6 to shoot. Now here's Prince. Defense is right there. Kiba, guarded by Levine.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Free throw good, Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan making his first All-Star game in 2017. He waited a long time. Felt he'd been snubbed a couple times along the way.
Here's the great one, guarded by Prince. Here's the great one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw good from the great one. And DeAndre Jordan, a second-round pick out of Texas A&M back in 2008. A project big man, Smitty, but he's developed into a star.
All NBA, all defensive selections, a starting role on the U.S. international team, and now an all-star.
Baldwin, he's checked in for the Hawks. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Beal's checked in for Daniel Tice. Chicago calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. In the third spot, the Hawks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Taylor passes to the great one. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Riley, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Baldwin. Jordan, the pass to Baldwin. Outside for Beal. For the three. They get it back. Jordan. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. The great one passes to Riley. Gets it to go. That one good from the great one. The great one's got 10.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
To the middle. Here's Prince. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The pass to Riley. Here's the great one. He's covered by Beal. The great one passes to Markkanen. Makes it off the glass. He has 7.
He's a deadly shot maker after setting the pick. Markkanen can roll to the cup or pop out for the jumper.
Kicks it to Beal. Ring shot on the way. Here's Jordan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When DeAndre gets the rock close to the rim, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him. Just a big, long, and athletic center.
Smitty, when you were playing, the league tinkered with the distance of the three-point line. Given the emphasis on perimeter offense now, Should they consider moving it farther out?
Kevin, please not. No way. Guys are shooting it 4
I had to ask.
5 feet behind the line already. Now if you move it back, then they're going to move back to half court.
I know.
Keep the line the way it is right now. I like it the way it is right now, Kevin.
It's enough of a challenge, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And so it's Baldwin with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. To the inside, Parker with the steal. Here's the great one. That shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Murray outside. Here's the great one. He's got 12. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
A moment here to see the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 10 points a game, 12 rebounds, and he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Chicago. Ross comes in for Riley.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
And he makes that one. And 11 points for Bradley Beal.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Passes it to Poeltl. Here's the great one. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Bulls have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. The Hawks making a switch here.
Under 6.
That free throw good from the great one. Here's Baldwin. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Ellis outside. Jordan up top. Shot clock at 6. Here's Prince. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Chicago calls timeout.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's the great one. 17 points in the game. Baseline jumper. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 6 points for Jabari Parker.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Back to Ellis. And it's slammed in by Ellis.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Baldwin kicks to Ellis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's the great one. 19 points in the game. Lets it go from 11. The shot misses. Atlanta leading by 22. And the foul called on the great one. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
and not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic, and they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Ross. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's the great one. Good on the 13-footer. The great one's got 21 in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Ellis against Ross. Here's Tice. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Murray. Pass to the great one. 58 seconds left in the third. Inside. And stolen by Prince. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 16 points for Taurean Prince. Bulls have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's the great one. 21 points in the game. Atlanta with the rebound. Prince has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ross with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. 2 points. That one goes.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
It's Prince on the wing. Ellis outside. From deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Beautiful offense, unselfish play, sharp pass by Prince.
And so it's Atlanta holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. This has been... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. Off target at the rim.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And for Chicago. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Riley is out there with the great one. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3 slot.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Carter, the pass to Hutchison. Here's the great one. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think a player should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's the great one. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
The pass to Baldwin. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Porter, no luck.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's the great one. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own. His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Atlanta's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Porter fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Here's the great one, and the baseline jumper, no good. Atlanta's shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ellis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the great one. He kicks it to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Here's Baldwin. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.